My name is Colin McNutt. I'm the percussion director of the Boston Crusaders. We're at PASIC, the Percussive Arts Society International Convention. It's in Indianapolis once a year, where we have this huge event where it's a global percussion community. A lot of students can converge here. BOA, Bands of America, are having their championship at the same time. It's pretty cool to have both events running, and there's a lot of cross-pollinating going on. So we had huge crowds here seeing us play today. Our basic approach is the use of arms, wrist, and fingers. Nothing that out of the ordinary. The other parameter is rebound. Rebound needs to be involved at all times. We kind of took them through a progression of the most basic exercise that anybody could play and how you could build that slowly into actual advanced material. It's one thing a lot like learning the English language, learning the alphabet, for instance. I started at the level of these are the letters, these are the building blocks, very simple stroke types, very simple exercises, and then how to combine those to the point where you have the show music. The biggest thing that I thought was so cool was seeing students come over from Bands of America. Maybe they had a show earlier today. They ran over with their teachers and participated in the clinic. And being able to really, most of all, showcase our students, the Crusaders, who are, the superstars. That's who we work for. And to be able to bring them to such an international event, they could perform for so many people and maybe inspire some people. It's neat, after the event, there was all these different students that came up that were inspired by our students and were asking about, how can I join a drum corps? And all that excitement, comes from the students, our students, and how they were able to just crank up a great performance today.
I don't know, just seeing the rudiment sheet, and I liked, the stuff that went behind everything. Everything was super intentional, and I liked the warm-ups and the in the lot, and how being in the lot is more than just performing. It's more than just warming up. It's about performing. It's about being there. And also there's something to be said for just the adrenaline of it all, and I really like that. And also I love Boston.
Watching their marching and just how they all moved and it was just one thing.
So it was like dance, it wasn't this super rigid thing, but it all floated. It all so nice. And the drill was so complex.
Seeing how everybody worked so well together, and the basses, they were playing the same exact rudiments that all the snares were playing. I've never been able to do that before, and I think that's something that I would really like to work up to one day.
It kind of just shows you to never stop working, because one day you could be up on that stage. And definitely I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna practice for hours for real, because I want to be there one day.
A lot of the students and people that were aspiring to be in drum corps wanted to meet our students, and they look like rock stars up there on the stage. And I wanted to tell them that they're no different than you. And I was telling stories about our great member, Giovanna Mullen, who was in high school. Jeffrey Curtin was in high school, our tenor player, last year when he was recruited into the Boston Crusaders. And I wanted the kids to know that they can do it. Anything is possible if you get the training and you have the passion and the discipline and the work ethic. But a lot of times with kids, they're afraid of not being perfect. They're afraid to jump in the fire. So I was encouraging them, let's just sign up, just come out to the camp. A lot of people don't know that our camps are geared for education. Especially the early camps, you come in, you audition, you're going to play individually. For me, we do a little lesson, and then you work out with our drumline. So it really is an inclusive kind of experience where you're learning by being around the Boston Crusader drumline. And the worst thing that happens in these camps is you learn a lot of skills that you're going to use in the future.